You're locked in with the Innovators. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell. This interview is sponsored by Studio Maps. Y'all make sure to go download the app. They are the #1 source for connecting recording artists with recording studios. You can find the link to them in the description. What's going on? You locked in with the Innovators YouTube. You already know. I got the best interviews right here, man. I got Berkeley, California in the studio, man. I got G-Pop in here. What's going on, bro?
What's the deal, bro? Glad to be here.
Man, first I want to say this is long awaited. People have been telling me to get you in here, so it's always a pleasure to make it happen for sure.
Hell yeah.
Just to start off, how you doing today? How's everything going for you?
I'm chilling. I'm good. Like I said, it's good to be here for sure.
Nah, for sure. As far as your day today, you've had a good day. How's that been?
I ain't really been doing nothing. I ain't gonna lie. I just been waiting to come here I ain't really been having too much going on since I've been in LA. I went to the studio like once. I really just been in the house chilling for real.
Yeah. I gotta say you caught me by surprise for sure when you pulled up with the crutches.
Man, I already know. I figured that too.
You definitely caught me by surprise. I was like, oh shit. But I appreciate you still pulling up despite what's going on. You feel me?
Hell yeah.
Just to get into it, tell me about like how you grew up. Was your parents around? Like, what was that like?
I grew up, from my perspective, I grew up cool for sure. My parents around, yeah, no. My mama was around for sure. My daddy was in my life 100%. He died though when I was 9. So you feel me?
Sure.
Yeah.
And like, how do you think all of that affected you? Like your parents like passing away young. Like, did you like growing up? Did you feel like that hindered you in any way?
For sure it did. It made me more to myself. It made me want to keep more to myself for sure.
Yeah.
My dad was my nigga though. Me and my dad was close, even at a young age. Like the years that I did have him, we was tight for sure. So it was for sure. It had an impact on me for sure.
As far as your childhood, like how was that? Like you was good in school?
Yeah, for sure. I ain't never been no dumb nigga. I ain't gonna lie. That's one thing I can say about me. Like I'm a jack of all. I could do everything. I'm smart for sure. Yeah. School was straight though. I got in a lot of trouble. Though. I'm gonna keep it lit. Like I got kicked out of school a couple times.
What you was doing? Fighting?
Doing a whole bunch of shit. I got suspended for fighting a couple times. I brought some BB guns to school. I got kicked out for shit like that.
Yeah.
A whole bunch. I did a whole bunch of stupid shit to get in trouble. I didn't got suspended and kicked out a couple times. But overall though, grades wise and shit though, I always been. I've been on that for sure.
What middle school you went to?
I went to Longfellow.
Okay. It's hella funny because we was talking. We went to the same high school, not at the same time, but we went to the same high school.
Right.
But I didn't go to middle school in Berkeley, but I already know the middle schools was popping. Longfellow used to be popping for sure. And they had Willard.
Yeah, Willard.
And what was the other shit? King.
King. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What was Berkeley like though? I feel like Berkeley to me, even because I went to school in Berkeley and I would play for the Berkeley Cougars and shit.
So you know what time it is.
I already kind of know how Berkeley is. Like shit can get spunky in Berkeley.
Berkeley not what people think. You feel me? The people think. People got this outlook like we telegraph hippies and tie-dye t-shirts and shit. This ainit that. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, it's gentrified like a motherfucker now. But you feel me? Niggas is doing the same shit they're doing everywhere else. Niggas is in the streets. Niggas is selling dope. Niggas shit happens. Niggas is getting shot. It's the same shit that's happening everywhere else.
Nah, for sure. I feel like it's just like Berkeley to me similar to Oakland. Like you got when you in the flats and like when you coming in, it get real grimy. But the more you go up,
it's just a smaller city, so people don't know the difference between the up what's towards the hills and what's down. You feel me? We from down. I'm from the south. We from down below. You feel me? Everybody they from the up. When you get like you said, when you get closer up, you feel me? Out the flatlands, then that's you feel me? What people
you get up to the college, you think, oh, Berkeley cool, but go down to the south though.
No, for sure. The south, the waterfront, all that shit. You feel me? Berkeley get real for sure.
I used to be all through Berkeley because my grandparents they passed away, but they lived in Berkeley, right by close to not too far from Longfellow and shit too though. So I was around Berkeley my whole life for real.
Yeah.
Are there any other Berkeley artists that you fuck with?
Like listen to that music?
Nah, just respect that shit.
Shout out to Race Life Raj. All the niggas in my camp. Yeah. Shout out to Race Life Raj. I fuck with his shit.
Yeah.
I can't really think of too many Berkeley artists. Shout out to the nigga Vay Fetty.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I can't really think of too many niggas. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to everybody from Berkeley doing something though. I say that.
Yeah, no real shit. Do you like the sound of Northern California right now?
I don't want to be something. Overall, probably not overall, to be honest. Overall, no.
Yeah.
It's some niggas though. It's some niggas from the Bay, from North Cal that's going crazy. But like overall, nah.
What do you feel is we lacking or we need to do to change?
A lot of niggas be like, niggas like to sound like a whole lot of other cities. Like, and I mean, I guess everything is about being influenced. You feel me? To an extent, niggas gonna get influenced, but it's a lot of like taking a lot of other different cities' culture.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Nah. People that told me that they feel like they was like, we need to make Bay shit like sound like Bay
shit again for sure.
Me?
Like I don't know. You could like other niggas shit and learn how to maybe I don't know. Niggas be running off with niggas whole sounds and gimmicks and shit in other places. I don't know.
Yeah, nah, facts. I mean, we've been seeing you. You've been killing your freestyles.
Everything.
How was the Thizzler freestyle for you?
Honestly, I didn't like the beat.
You like the beat?
Hell yeah, I procrastinated on getting ready for that motherfucker like a motherfucker. They gave it to me, like, you feel me, niggas got me hit that I was going to be on there, like, maybe a month or so ahead of time, like, and I didn't really, like, I was definitely happy to be on that motherfucker. That's definitely a good look, a good opportunity. Sure. But, like, when I got the beat, I'm like, this ain't nothing I'll pick, you feel me? So I was, like, hella, like, catting off on getting ready for that motherfucker, on thinking about how I might come. But it was cool, though. Like I said,
shit was gas, though.
Right on.
Your shit was gas, though.
For sure, for sure. It was a good look to be there. I'm happy I was on that motherfucker for sure.
Yeah. I would say like you definitely one of the most up and coming artists out of Berkeley right now.
For sure.
How has this up and coming grind been for you? Like, has it been your spirit's been high the whole time? Like you kind of struggle with it sometimes. What it's been like?
Now at this moment, like for the last maybe almost a year, I've been like 100% locked in. But I've been rapping for a minute though, so this not like a new thing to me. For me, I didn't reach good heights where I had good shit coming, good opportunities, and then like I be having real life shit going on though. You feel me? So I didn't have to stop rapping a couple times. Like, but I didn't got to some cool successes before. Like I didn't reach a cool amount of success prior to this, but now though, I'm more locked in and it's taking me farther. Yeah. But nah, this shit not always. A lot of days I'll be like, fuck this shit. But like I said, I've been locked in for the last almost a year. So now I'm like, this shit gonna pay off one way or another. I'm gonna stay down with it for sure.
What is there something that got you like locked in on it or life or what?
I just always know I could do it. Like, you feel me? I know I can do it for sure. Yeah. I fuck with I'll be making music regardless. I just don't be in rapper mode. Like, I'll be out of town. Might go to a studio out there. I got hella songs on my phone that I know I'm never gonna do nothing with that. Like, I was made off of times where I wasn't rapping no more. You feel me? So like, I'm always gonna make music. It's just like I didn't know if I really cared to be no rapper. Like, I just had other shit going on. Like, I was gonna rap regardless, but like I was putting shit out and trying to monetize it and shoot videos. I wasn't really tripping off that no more. Yeah. For a hot second.
Yeah, no, I feel you. As far as like rapping, you started out freestyling hella young. You just always was writing hella young. Like, both. How you get good at rap? Like, you good at rapping? Like, how did that transpire?
And that's what it is for me for sure. I know I'm good at this shit, but I started rapping young for sure. I'm a music head. Like, I like music for real. Like, genuinely like listening to music. I listen to music for what niggas be saying. Like, you feel me? So I always been into music when I was a kid. I listened to hella music. And then I started rapping as a kid. Like, I probably made my first song for like 6 or something. For real? And then I learned how to record myself in like the 5th grade. I wasn't in no like fancy studio or nothing, but off the laptop I learned how to. And then we had this little game on the PS2 when I was young, like 6. Me and my nigga, it was called Music Maker, like a little $10 GameStop game. Yeah. And then you get a USB mic and shit. You could like make little loops and record over them motherfuckers. I did that when I was young.
On the PS2?
Hell yeah.
That's crazy.
That shit was I was fucking with it.
That's crazy.
Then, that's really how I got into that shit. And then like I always, like I said, I rap. I was never really taking it hella serious, but I always liked to rap a lot though. I was writing my shit, freestyling. I had a bus driver. This probably really what made me like. This is around the same time. Actually, this is probably what really made me get into it. My bus driver used to do like rap battles on the bus and shit. He'd pick up all because we all rode the same. All the niggas from my neighborhood rode the same bus. Yeah. We had a bus driver, and he did 2 routes. He did the school, my neighborhood, and the school on the other side. Yeah. And he would make us like the schools rap battle each other, whoever wants to participate. Like, and if you win or if you beat whoever you battle, like you get like some candy or some chips or some shit like that. But he was recording niggas rapping though.
That's
how you feel me. That really what it was. I ain't gonna lie, my nigga. Shout out Daryl, the bus driver.
That's hella funny. Did parents ever get mad that he was doing it?
I don't think nobody. I don't recall nobody parents knowing about it. I ain't gonna lie, like that bus driver was the nigga in Berkeley. Like as far as driving buses, like you feel me. All the schools he worked, everybody loved that nigga. I ain't gonna lie, so it was never no problem.
You just know how like in this new era, especially like even since I've been out of high school, shit been getting way more watered down. Like you can't even. My homie sent me a clip on IG of a coach like he was like knocking niggas shit loose, like shit that get niggas hype. He was like, bro, got 5% telling them kids that like.
Man, everything, you gotta be super. It's really, I ain't gonna lie. You said it was a video.
Yeah.
It's these phones.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Phones, bro. Everything gotta get recorded now. Like every single solitary thing that goes on gets recorded. That shit ain't cool.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how like now like with the phones and shit, like everything is coming out there. Like people putting everything out there. Like you're like, goddamn, like, and they used to always be like this. Like
Real
people
shit.
used to be able to just live that life and not record shit. Especially like when niggas' parents was kids, like all the shit that was going on wasn't getting out there like that. That should be crazy out here. You said you made your first song at 6?
Yeah, probably recorded my first shit at 6. Yeah.
What was it that made you like interested in saying, fuck it, I'm trying to do this shit too?
Like I said, I just like really like. I listen to hella rap, so I just like I could do this shit, like you feel me. And then really what it was like, my family is from the streets or whatever, so or my dad's side of the family or whatever. So like I used to listen to hella little street shit, and I was of course not doing nothing that young, obviously, but I was around hella little shit. So all the shit that not everything, but a lot of shit that niggas was talking about as a kid, you feel me? Like I'm exposed to, so I already know what this shit is. You feel me? So I'm like I could talk about this shit too. Like I'm not per se taking part in nothing. Yeah. You feel me? But I know about all of this shit. Like, I'm around this shit firsthand. Like, I could do the same shit. I could write a rap saying the same shit as this nigga. You feel me? I see this shit, too. Yeah. So it started off like that for real. And I just liked that shit. And I like the idea, like, listening to myself. If you make something and listen to myself. Like, I always fucked with that.
How'd you come up with your name?
That's a funny story. So when I was young, I always hung around older niggas, basically. Yeah. When I was young, this girl... She used to call me G-Baby, like from Hardball. Yeah. You know, she used to call me G-Baby. And then as I just got older, like, I started really fucking with, like, everybody calling me G-Baby or whatever. Yeah. And then, like, I always used to be, like, fat or whatever. So, like, people used to call me, like, Papa Bear, like, funny shit like that. Yeah. So I just went with G-Pop. But, yeah, it started off as G-Baby, though. That was my original shit. Like, when I first started rapping, but I had, like, a little... super low little buzz like in middle school, and I was going under G-Baby 1200, but my shit was going dumb like on Facebook and shit like that, like you feel me. So yeah, I was G-Baby for a cool minute. Yeah.
No, that's tight though. It's funny that like it's kind of funny to me how artists be getting their names. Like you be thinking it's like some crazy, like it's like it usually be some name that they got from somebody. Right. It just kind of some shit just be sticking. It
really do. That's exactly how that shit goes.
But I feel like it's better that way when it's natural instead of like nigga making some crazy
coming up with some shit. Yeah, no, for sure.
Then it's like, bro, you really just you're trying to put on a persona now, bro.
Right? No, definitely.
Do you feel like as far as like the spotlight, you feel it's good or bad?
I feel like it depends on how you handle that shit. It could be both.
Yeah.
If you use that shit properly, then yeah, but you know it's always negatives that come with that shit. You always in everybody's eyesight, so you feel me? You gotta just make sure you move accordingly with that shit. But yeah, I feel like it's good and bad.
Like we were just talking about before, even with the IG stories, you can't even be putting all your information out there because like even niggas screen recording niggas on live.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not for that shit though. I don't really like to get into that kind of shit, the Instagram shit. Like I don't never post no street shit like that on the internet.
You shouldn't.
That shit.
To be honest, like you really shouldn't. Like it's not. Yeah. How would you say you got into the streets though? Like how would you say that happened?
Like I said, I always grew up around this shit, so I was always kind of like around that shit, or you feel me, like in that shit by association, like you feel me, regardless, even before I started doing shit, and then just like. I got into the streets really trying to get some money though. Like my first thing, and then like things like you feel me as far as hustling, but like the other type shit, like that shit really just happened. Like you feel me?
Yeah.
One day niggas be cool with each other, next day niggas not cool with each other. You feel me? Sometimes niggas fighting, next time niggas shooting. You feel me? This shit just transpired. But overall, like I said, I got it like on some money shit though. I wanted to hustle. I was always raised around hustle. Like that's really what I know type shit.
Sure.
I got a hard working mom and shit. Like my mom is a good mom and she working shit. But I always raised around like hella hustlers and niggas. You feel me? Who get money in the street. So that's kind of always been like appealing to me, which is bad though. Like you feel me? Like that type of the shit that young niggas be like attracted to don't always be good. You feel me? But that's just shit I was raised around. It appealed to me. Fastest way to get some money when I needed it.
Your environment is like very impactful on like the decisions you make, you feel me, and what you want to get into for sure. I don't even feel like I realized interviewing and seeing different perspectives kind of opened my mind to like why certain people do certain things. I be like, nigga, sometimes the situation you born into make you gotta move certain ways. You feel me? Like niggas will always be like, especially females, they'll be like, why do certain niggas be having pistols? I be like, certain niggas gotta have pistols because they gotta protect themselves. Like, and that just is what it is. That's not your reality. But at the same time, you can't judge the next person for having to live that way in this, because you don't have to. You're not, your environment not like that. You feel me? Like different shoes, different situation.
But at the same token, though, I agree with that 100. It always depends on the person. But in the same token, a lot of people like be forcing themselves in this shit. Like a lot of niggas got guns for no reason. Don't even like, you feel me? I see a lot of niggas around these days who got guns just to like really let people know they got a gun. Like you feel me? Like, but like it's all different for different folks though.
Nah, I for sure agree. I feel like it's certain things to me like in this new generation that are like hella glorified, but it's like back in the day, it's even like my grandpa. My grandpa had a gun, but nigga, he wasn't flashing that bitch.
Right.
Like you,
not on that type of
time. You're not bringing
it
up like niggas. Even the same way niggas be having bread, but they not fucking flashing a whole. They not flashing that shit. Like they don't.
Right.
They just keep it low key. Like
yeah, man, this shit.
It's really depend on the person. You feel me? Some people like that attention though, like flashing your cheese or flashing your weapon. Like that's cool. Like if you making money, you doing your thing. But like I just say, always remember, it's some niggas looking like, oh, okay, yeah, us bro doing this thing, and it's also some niggas looking like, oh, that nigga might be a lick.
100%. 100%. It's always somebody looking at you like you a lick. Always. Even if whether niggas do something or don't, you feel me? Somebody always thinking about trying somebody for sure.
Yeah. Nah, for sure.
For sure.
Can you talk about getting shot and how that happened?
Yep. Shit, basically I was somewhere. The location that I was at was compromised.
Yeah. Some
shit like basically we were just talking about, not by me though, somebody else, like, you feel me, compromised the location. It was my birthday, matter of fact.
What?
It was my birthday. Let me say that.
On your birthday, bro?
Yeah. Hell yeah. But
that's crazy as hell.
Shit, it'd be like that though. Shit, yeah, I don't really want to say, like, I don't want to go into details of this. You feel me? You can ask me what you want, but I don't want to go into like hella details. But basically, like, you feel me? I was leaving a place. Nigga spotted me and got on my car. Yeah. So I went like that. I got shot like 6 times. All of my lower body though. Yeah. So for me, it was a sticky situation though, but shit played out. Shit played out well. Shit, I'm still through this, motherfuckers. So,
hell yeah, nah, still moving. Shit, that's crazy as hell. That happened on your birthday and shit. Like, what was going through your head at that time? You went to the hospital?
Hell yeah.
You was like, let me get the fuck. That's crazy.
I was already driving and shit. Well, I wasn't driving, but we was already driving or whatever. Somebody else in the car had to keep them. Like, I was really more so worried about them than I was myself, honestly. Yeah. I had been through situations similar before this, so I ain't gonna say like, if man, you can't. I ain't gonna say like I already knew what to do or whatever, but you feel me? I knew how to kind of handle myself better in this type of situation because I already had been through something like this similar before.
No, for sure.
So I was just keeping the person calm that was driving, you feel me, giving them directions to the hospital and shit. Yeah. Called my mama and shit. Just told her, like, you feel me, I just got shot. Like, don't panic. Just meet me at this next hospital or whatever, you feel me. Of course, she still panicked anyway. That's what I'm
for
do.
sure.
But,
for sure. That's crazy as hell. That's a crazy ass birthday.
Nah, for sure.
That's a crazy.
It be like that though, man. Another story to tell or whatever. Part of a nigga's story.
Yeah, facts. How would you say like the coronavirus affected you?
I ain't gonna lie, that shit helped me with this rap shit, bro. A lot. I got locked in. I was out of town when Corona started, so I had to fly back because that was like at first.
Where you was at?
I was in Atlanta.
Oh, but they never closed though.
Yeah, but when it first.
Oh, they shut down. They was shut.
Probably for like maybe like a day or so. Like literally, I'm talking about. I was there like the very like maybe March 14th, 15th or whatever. And they was shutting shit down. There was talks that they might have was about to close the airport for a couple of days.
Yeah.
And then so I just was like, all right, fuck it, and came back home.
Yeah.
Which was a hassle too. I had lost my ID and shit out there, so I really had to hurry up and get at home because I really almost didn't have no way to fly back.
Yeah.
So I came back home, and then when I came back, everything was shut down, and I didn't have shit to do. So I was like, I'm about to be rapping. You feel me? Like trying to get some money on rapping.
Yeah.
And I went to this nigga Big Spence studio to record.
He went to
with
Berkeley
that
High
nigga.
as well.
Yep. I went to bro shit to record, and then the nigga Drew Banger walked in and heard me recording or whatever, and then I liked them with bro like that, and then ever since then, like he be keeping me in the lab, like he keep me with something to write to, he keep me in the lab for sure. So that really helped me lock it in. That's when I say I started taking this shit serious again. Yeah. Right when
so Corona helps you like kind of hone in on your.
Yep.
That's kind of tight. I feel like it's good that you took the. I guess it's technically it wasn't. I wouldn't say it was like a break, but it was like the world pause. Right. But you took that moment and kind of honed in on your shit, which is perfect for sure.
No, for
and
sure,
it was definitely hella beneficial for you. You feel
definitely.
me? You feel me? What you think about the vaccine though?
I ain't fucking with it. Man.
You ain't fucking with it?
That shit. I wouldn't fuck with that shit regardless. But you just seen that little shit that the CDC said about young people getting like heart inflammatory issues and shit from the vaccine. Hell yeah, I ain't fucking with that shit. But I don't believe in no.
My whole thing was niggas was pressing so hard for niggas to take it, but y'all still really don't know what the fuck is going on. It's always something new.
Real shit. And then the thing that's weird to me because they paying motherfuckers to take it. Like, since when do you pay something? You feel me? It's passing out like that. It just sounds a little bit like a trick to me. Like, you feel me?
That sound like. I mean, of course they know niggas want money. They know niggas. I know California specifically is giving out bread. They doing like it's like whoever takes it, you get put in raffles and all type of shit. Like, it's like, bro, what the fuck? Like, I ain't fucking with that. When you first started making music, how did people react?
When I first started putting that shit out, I ain't gonna lie, like, the first thing I can't remember the very first song I put out ever. I can't. But I remember, like I said, when I was doing it, that's probably the first thing I could remember getting feedback from was the G Baby 2800 shit. Yeah. That shit was going crazy. I was going up on Facebook. Yeah. I was going up.
That's cool. From the jump, people was fucking with it and showing love. You know, like, I be saying, it be hella funny because some people, they get no love at the beginning of this, then some people, they be like, from the jump, I kind of already was kind of cool.
I mean, like, I wasn't doing, like, big-ass numbers, but, like I said, I'm, like, 11, 12. I'm, like, in the 6th, 7th grade, 12, 13 and shit. I'm getting, like, 5,000, 6,000 YouTube views. Like,
that's cool, though.
I'm just posting this bitch on Facebook, you feel me? Like, I wasn't going viral or anything, but, you feel me? People, that was fucking with it. Niggas at school, I'll go back to school. Niggas at school know my shit. Niggas in the hood know my shit. Like, you feel me? I was fucking with it.
I feel like, especially when you first come out, even if you got 1,000 views, that's pretty good because really nobody knows about nobody knows.
Literally, especially I'm a kid. Like, you feel me? I'm hella young. Like,
yo rap, it's basically if niggas fuck with you who just know you, if they fucking with it, they tune in. Like that's for sure tight for sure. If someone never heard your music, which song would you tell them to listen to?
It depends on what that person like. Like, even though I wouldn't have time to go find that out about nobody, just I could say only one. I don't know. I got a
you
couple.
Go 2 if you need 2, 3.
Fuck. Or I'm gonna say the ones that got the most streams. So I just say that with everybody. Like Summer Walker, Hood Celebrity, and
right here.
Oh mama, it's right on.
Slapping.
I want to say personally, I'm gonna just say 101. That's one of my favorite songs. That's out by me.
what would you say? How would you describe what a hood celebrity is?
Like I said, Berkeley, for me, Berkeley hella small, you feel me? So, like, everybody in my neighborhood know me. Like, older niggas, oldest niggas, the young niggas, the younger, everybody know me. Like, you feel me? I just, like, I get a lot of love where I'm from. Like, niggas fuck with me where I'm from, you feel me? So, that's how it is for me. Like, just everybody know you, they fuck with you, you get a lot of love. Like, I don't think it's no particular, like, set things you gotta check off, but for me, a lot of niggas know me, know my family, you feel me? And I get a lot of love, for sure.
No. How would you describe yourself?
Describing myself as a person?
Yeah.
Damn, that's a good question. I really can't describe myself right. Let me see.
What's your sign?
I'm unpredictable. I'm a Capricorn.
Okay.
I be chilling until I'm not chilling. Like I say that. I'll be real chill until I'm not chill.
Yeah.
I say I'm to myself. Like it take me a lot to be comfortable around people. Like I'm not really comfortable around people, so I'm real in my shell until I feel comfortable enough to otherwise, or to somebody get me out of my shell.
Yeah. Would you say like you're more of a listener than a talker?
It all depends on who I'm around.
Yeah.
Around people I'm not comfortable with, 100% a listener. I don't like talking about people I'm not comfortable with. I ain't gonna lie, I probably won't say a single word.
Yeah.
People I don't know. I'm not talking around people I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not like, what's the word? Is it a
social?
Extrovert?
Yeah, you're.
I'm an introvert. Yeah, I don't like, you feel me? I keep to self. I'm not a conversation starter type of nigga or engage with everybody. Like I'm not that type of person. Nah.
It's funny because I feel like I'm naturally like that too, but I feel like since I've been doing this shit for like 3 years,
it'll break you down out that shit. Hell yeah.
But don't get me wrong, if I'm still around some niggas I ain't really too comfortable around, I'll be in the corner tucked.
Yeah, that's me for sure. I'm the in the corner nigga for sure.
They're like, that's the nigga that be doing interviews. He ain't talking to nobody. Like,
right.
I'm chilling.
That's me for sure. I'm chilling. That's how I describe me. I'm chilling. That's exactly how I describe it.
As far as like when you in the studio, like what's the process for that? Like recording and working on your lyrics?
That shit comes so natural to me. I ain't gonna lie. Like if I feel like I gotta work too hard at a song, I probably take some time away from it. Usually, like, so the thing I like about most producers, well, not most, who I work with the most, I work with Drew like more often than not. The thing I like about working with that nigga is he cook everything in front of me. Yeah. So by the time he damn near like done with a beat or halfway done with a beat, I already got a song to it. Cause like, you feel me, I get to build with the beat. You feel me, I get to hear the beat from scratch and every way it's going and know how it's finna be. So if I like a beat, like if you me, beats usually give niggas words, or I do for me at least. You feel me, whatever it is, I hear it on this motherfucker, I'm gonna put down on there. Once I gotta start, I'm gonna get through a song quick. Like it take me probably like 30 minutes to do, like write and record a song. Like if I fuck with it, it don't take long.
That's fast.
For sure, it don't take long.
Do you like record hella songs in a night or like?
If it's all the right vibe, we like. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I can get probably like 2 songs done like in an hour or 2. Like you feel me? Most niggas pay for songs by the hour and get like a song. I can get like a full song, like everything recorded and the beat done and all that shit in like a hour, like a 6-hour session. I'd probably come out with 5-6 songs.
Yeah, that's tight.
You feel me? For sure.
Like how would you say like you and Drew relationship has helped you as an artist? Because I know like y'all been locked in.
Hell yeah, that's like my brother now. I ain't gonna lie, I fuck with that nigga tough. Like we went from just being on some music. Like he a genuine nigga. I ain't gonna lie. Like I feel like he 100% believe in what I'm doing. Like past just a nigga that's making me beats. Like he opening a lot of doors for me, tapping me in a lot of places. Like keeping this shit lit for sure. I fuck with bro a lot. Tough, that's my nigga.
You dropped 2 projects in 2020 since I've been gone, and you dropped Pop Shit Volume 1. Can we expect a project coming this year? Yeah,
in a very, very near future.
You got a name for me?
Too Heavy, self-entitled, the Too Heavy project.
Yeah. When is it gonna drop? You got the day already out?
I don't have a day for niggas, but it's coming soon though. It's coming probably July.
What can we expect on there? Can you tell us who you got on there or anything or whatever.
I'm gonna keep that a secret because I'm still not even like I'm still not 100% not sure about some of the features on there. Yeah. I got that Salon shit finna be on there for sure.
That shit knock for sure.
Right on. I may or may not have another a big feature on that motherfucker. I got a feature with the nigga regardless, but it may or may not make the tape.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that shit coming. That shit finna be. It's definitely another couple steps up from the last shit. So yeah. That shit finna be hard.
Pop shit, volume 1, you had there's no features on there.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not too hot I'm not against it, but I'm not like a reach out to niggas for features ass nigga. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, but I'm about to start though. I'm about to do something, put something together with a couple people.
I ain't gonna lie though, like this is just my personal opinion. You sound great by yourself.
I appreciate it for sure.
So
for sure.
It's kind of like, even somebody told me this a while ago. There was like sometimes the fans just like to hear you. Sometimes the feature can fuck it off. Like,
and I feel like that. I ain't gonna lie. If a nigga not coming how I'm coming or matching the way I'm coming on something, like I'd rather do some shit by myself.
Nah, a nigga told me that he was like, sometimes the feature can fuck it off, but on your new project you will have at least a couple features on there, not like the last one. But this shit knocking. Like you got some records on there. Summer Walker was smacking.
Right on.
Hood Celebrity was smacking. Fucking the Money Counter freestyle was smacking.
Yeah, for sure that.
Smacking. Too Heavy. Can you talk about that?
Too Heavy is like, see, Too Heavy not like no gang or no shit like that. Like Too Heavy really basically is my brand, but it's basically just like being whatever you into, like you heavy into that, like all into that, like whatever I stand on or stand for, whatever I'm representing, like I'm heavy on it. I'm 100% into it. You feel me? So that's basically what it mean. Yeah, Too Heavy not no gang or no shit like that. Like that's why I make sure when I put my little logo out, I say Too Heavy Family on that motherfucker. Like, so Too Heavy really like, and that's some shit that I really just came up with that shit. Honestly, like I needed to, cause I was in BK at first, which I'm still like honorarily in BK. That's still family and shit, but like I'm doing my solo shit. But I just wanted to have something to brand myself behind. You feel me? So that's my brand, my camp, like the whole shit. But
branding is super important. I like it. And neighborhood heavy, that kind of like intertwined in the same thing, or that's a
yes and no. Like yes and no. Like it wasn't like branched or based off of that. Yeah. But it's like neighborhood heavy is a heavy affiliation to what I got going on. That's family for sure. Yeah. And that's like my manager and them for sure.
I got you. What would you say your experience has been in the music industry? Like, it's been cool. It's been a lot of good business. It's been bad business. Like, you like how people move in the music industry? Like, what?
I could say that I haven't had a whole bunch of like industry experience, but the experience that I have had has been an eye opener though. Yeah. If like that shit be real, like when niggas say like people be like faulty with the business and shit, and like that shit is real for sure. I'm thinking like, for me, if a nigga is a good enough artist or whatever the case, like that shit should be able to be worked out and go. Like it don't really always work like that though. It's a lot of little. There's a lot of shit that goes, that really go into this shit for sure. And I'm like, I said, I'm not even really like all the way into the industry yet, but like in the doors and the business I have been in, like where business is taking place and shit, like it be some funny shit going on sometime. And even like just like doing this shit in the Bay, like in general, it's hella weird to rap in the Bay.
Nah, facts. What you said? I mean, I ain't gonna lie. It's for sure a lot of behind the scenes politics that go into music. And I feel like, you feel me? And it like the outside looking in or like a fan, they might not really, they don't know. But like artists, managers, niggas in the industry, like niggas be knowing there's a lot of weird shit going on.
Hella weird shit.
I wish it was, I do wish it was more about the music and more about who was doing their thing rather than like, or just like the weird shit that be going on, or like he with this label or he work with this nigga, so I can't fuck with him. Yeah, I feel like it would be more.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't even have some shit like that happen. Like, you feel me? Where like oh, you be doing like not even doing no songs or no street shit, but then like oh, like you be recording with them. Like I don't fuck with them. Like some engineer producer
like,
type beef. And like you niggas on some weird shit, but like
I'm just here rapping, nigga.
If real shit, like about? Oh, you record at that studio ass shit, like I don't even want to hear that about that kind of shit. I ain't gonna lie.
No facts. How you feel about rappers calling themselves demons?
Me personally, I don't fuck with that type of shit. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, niggas say what niggas say. I get it or whatever, but I personally wouldn't say no shit like that. Yeah. I believe in whatever. Even for me, what niggas do is what niggas do. Niggas do street shit. And I guess that's the way of calling it. But I don't see why you would want to refer to yourself as no demon though. Like, that's not, I don't know. That's just me though.
I get you. What about like niggas saying they smoking on so and so and.
I think that honestly, bro, I think that shit is all some internet trending that shit. I ain't gonna lie, like niggas ain't been saying that forever. Niggas heard the Chicago niggas say they smoking Tuka 5-6 years ago, and niggas ran with that shit. Like I was saying earlier, like that's a part of the Bay problem to me. Like niggas get on this bitch and run with everybody else's culture. Like I mean, I guess that's the new thing now. But niggas ain't been saying they been smoking this nigga and that nigga. Like that's some get on Instagram live ass disrespecting nigga, making nigga mad ass shit. Like I don't know, that shit weird to me. I ain't gonna lie, like. I personally don't do all that kind of shit. That shit sure. Extra.
I didn't hear it in the music, but I for sure wanted to at least get your opinion.
Hell yeah. Nah, I don't be on that type of time.
Do you feel artists should move away from like where they're from when they get like a buzz? You know, a lot of times we see it. A lot of times artists run into the most problems in their own city.
Hell yeah. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, especially when you get to a big enough place like. When you still with this shit manageable or whatever, I guess, but when you get to a certain height, hell yeah, like, and it don't got nothing to do with a nigga being scared and no shit like that. Like, if you want to last in your life, my nigga, like, switch it up. You making yourself an easy target. If niggas can still go to the same spot and find you, like, niggas don't play chess. Niggas just do anything. Yeah. But yeah, I think so. I think a nigga should want to get about this motherfucker. That's the point though. Like, what you trying to get on for if you're not trying to get on and then get away? Like, niggas want to get on and then stay in the hood and prove how hard they is. Oh, bunch of weird ass shit.
I feel like that right there is what
you gonna get your ass smacked. You gonna get your ass smacked, and then what is that proof gonna do with you when you dead? Like, you could still be a real nigga and you feel me, and be smart. You don't gotta be a bitch to play your cards right and move around properly.
Yeah, nah, for sure. I like it. I like it. Your opinion on that for sure. Cause I feel like that's a lot of niggas. I see a lot of niggas. They want to be so hard. They want niggas to feel that they so hard that they can go out their way.
Literally though, like the shit niggas do is yeah, bro. This should be over the top.
I'm like, nigga, like, what are we doing? Like, how you feel about snitching? No.
It's unacceptable.
Yeah, for sure.
Nothing else but unacceptable.
What's the perfect day for you?
Perfect day for me. Getting some new money. Making a banger. I don't really do a lot, bro. I'm a real low nigga. Like, I don't like I just had a little streak, like probably like the past month or so. I've been like hella out of my character, like going out places and shit like that. I don't really do that. Like
what you been doing?
Might catch me at fucking around, turning up a little bit, like, but I don't really do that usually though. But I was having a little bit of fun for a minute, like fucking around. Go to a kickback, a party here or there. But for the most part, I'm a low nigga though. Like I said, I'm trying to get some new money and make a song and go back in the house. Yeah. But I've been fucking around like the past month or two. I ain't fucking with it no more. I'm back to chilling.
Chill back. It's funny. I had been partying real hard too. Nigga went to Arizona. I went to Arizona twice. Nigga went to Miami.
Yeah, you fucking with it.
Vegas like 3 times. Like,
hell yeah.
I was like, this month I was like, I ain't doing shit. I'm just doing interviews and chilling out. Like, but now like the world opening back up, I feel like it's way more shit to do.
Hell yeah, so I'm fully now.
Like everybody trying to be outside. Like. Which in result is causing more problems because niggas ain't been running into each other. Now a lot of niggas is running into each other.
I ain't gonna lie though. I mean, it might seem like that. Niggas was getting smacked at home during the pandemic though, especially when that shit first started. A lot of niggas was getting, because at the same time, like, if he wasn't running into each other in public places, like, niggas who be outside still was outside though. Like, you feel me? So a lot of shit was going on during the especially the beginning of the pandemic.
Yeah.
Fuck niggas got that money.
Yeah, you're right. When all the EDD and the PPP shit start kicking in. Do you believe in aliens or ghosts?
I don't, but I don't not believe in them. Like, cause I ain't never, you feel me? I ain't never seen them to believe in them. But I ain't seen. So I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it 100 though. I done seen some weird shit though, as far as like alien type shit. I used to be in Arizona a lot, and you know what's that shit called? Area 57. You ever heard about that shit?
Yeah.
Like that was supposed to be like a real like alien finding type shit way back. But I done seen some weird shit, like some shit that looked at like I had a video of it on my old phone too. I could bang it. It looked at like hella satellites flying in the sky and shit.
For
like,
real?
I swear.
Nah, that's so crazy. I feel
But that's probably like Jones or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It looked at hella weird though.
Nah, I just like to ask because niggas have came here and told me they seen they see ghosts and they didn't see aliens for sure.
I done heard niggas tell me they seen. I don't believe in that shit though. Like seeing a ghost. I don't know. I ain't gonna say it. I don't know. I don't want to see it though. But I would have to see it to believe it. But I don't want to see it though. They could keep that shit.
It'd be kind of crazy if niggas seen a ghost. Do you have a favorite food?
Salmon. Seafood, but salmon though.
Yeah.
I fuck with the salmon.
Yeah.
I be off the salmon too.
Salmon is good for sure. Any goals for the rest of the year?
I don't have one particular, honestly. I need to hit an M on something before this year go.
Yeah.
I need to hit an M on something.
Soon for sure. We gonna speak it into existence for sure.
Hell yeah. I'm trying to then there move again. But yeah, them two. I'm trying to hit some M's and move again.
Yeah, I feel you. Would you say that you are your biggest critic?
Hell yeah. I critique the fuck out of myself. I ain't gonna lie. That's one thing I like about me though. Like I'm honest with myself about my music and shit. Like even the words that I choose, like I want to make sure like nothing I say is like out of context or misleading. You feel me? So I listen to shit over and over again. Like, and I had worked with this one producer recently for the first time. He was the first person I ever worked with. Who was like he was kind of like critiquing me itself like the whole time I'm recording though. Like, nah, I think you should take this again. Or I think you should say, like, not changing no words or nothing, but I think you should say this, like, more clean. Or I think you should say this particular word, like, again. Or I think you should say this with a higher tone. Like, I ain't never been critiqued like that. But I like that shit, though, because, you feel me, I be wanting to sound as best as I can, for sure. And then to hear from somebody else's ear, like, that shit, yeah. But I for sure, I say I'm my biggest critic. Hell yeah.
My homie was a producer. He was telling me, like, that's how all producers should be. But he was like, producers be scared
to tell niggas hell yeah
shit because they don't know how they gonna react.
Because a lot of niggas don't like. See, like, so rapping is like. Some niggas know how to come up with some raps, but then like knowing how to actually like rap and shit is like that's why it's like writers and shit for the things that niggas don't know, like where you supposed to put certain shit at and how certain shit is supposed to like sound or particular tones and pitches for particular parts of shit. Like, so that's something that a lot of all niggas don't know. You feel me? But so they might not take that shit right here and there from somebody, or they might not even know how to adjust themselves regardless. So that's you feel me? That's probably why producers be like that. But hell yeah, a lot of producers don't. Yeah. That was my first time. That was my first time having somebody really on me like that.
More producers should speak up and if they got some, I guess, good insight, they should give it out though. You feel me?
Yeah, but then a lot of producers though, like I don't know. It also depends on the producer too. But yeah, I think that if they have some insight, yeah, they should give it for sure.
Do you have any advice for independent artists?
Somebody asked me this the other day. I'm still learning this shit as I go myself. All I do is say stay down with it. If you really want to like, if you really, really, really fuck with making music and this is what you want to do, like past thinking you gonna wake up on one day, like you feel me, just stay down with it. Shit take time, everything take time. But if you really want to do something, put your time into it, you're gonna be able to do that shit for sure.
If you could pick yourself to be any animal in the world, what would it be and why?
A lion. Dominant, got a strong presence, and lead, and just know how to move overall.
How you feel about rap beef? You ever had a rap beef?
Have I ever had niggas had some rap beefs with me? I ain't never had no rap beefs though. Nah. I don't believe in that shit, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie, I'm not getting on those songs talking about niggas. I done seen that shit get niggas into trouble.
Yeah, for sure.
Even in the Bay, like, and you would think like that shit don't like. Oh, they can't use what you being said against you. Like, you sound crazy than a motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie. Like, you feel me? I done seen a nigga get a lot of people tied into some like gang type shit, like you feel me, by saying the wrong thing about niggas and saying niggas names and shit like that. Like I don't partake in that kind of shit. That's not what I rap for. I ain't rapping that. And that's probably, I feel like, I ain't gonna lie, I feel like that may be like a little bit hard. Would it be harder for me because I ain't rapping talking about niggas, like, you feel me, like, and that's really what's catching on in the Bay, like the niggas who going up, like they politicking in that shit, or they speaking on their politics or whatever. I really try to stay away from that shit, you feel me? Like, I ain't dissing nobody on those songs. That's not what I'm rapping for.
I was just asking. I was asking niggas. I was doing interviews in the Bay like 2 weeks ago, and I was asking niggas. I was like, especially like Sacramento artists, because I'm like, it's hella shit going on. I was like, do y'all feel if there was no politics and niggas was not dissing, the views would go up or down? And niggas was like, it would probably go down.
100%.
But it's crazy though that the fans be egging niggas on, like,
bro. I'm reading the comments of this shit the other day. Some nigga, I don't even remember who it was. He was from either Stockton or Sac though. It was in the Thizzler shit. I'm talking about the niggas that's on there really talking about like the people that's commenting really speaking on their politics, like, oh, this nigga fuck with these niggas, fuck this other gang, and fuck these, like, random ass people though. People that's clearly, like, if you click on that shit, they're clearly not in the streets. It's bitches, it's nerds. It's like, God, this shit is crazy. Like, they listening to this shit and they picking side, like, just like how people was like, when what's the nigga, King Von died, and that was like, is you OTF or NBA? Like, nigga, you niggas is not from Chicago or Louisiana. How the fuck, like, why are y'all picking like the like, I don't know, people be crazy. That shit definitely carries a big part of people's views sometimes.
Nah, for sure.
Not knocking on niggas, but that shit definitely helping niggas out.
Nah, for sure. Do you look at comments like on your shit? Like, you see what people talking about? You respond to comments?
Nah, I don't respond to comments. Even the comments I don't like, I might just, if I do, I might just throw a laughing face or something. But I don't respond to comments though.
Outside of music, do you have any business ventures that you want to have?
I'm about to get into the Too Heavy clothing. I'm about to get a marijuana strain.
I'm about to say,
Too Heavy,
yeah.
The marijuana, we on the way with the marijuana shit for sure. Yeah. The Too Heavy pack for sure. That shit about to be smoking heavy. Yeah. You feel me? So yeah, I got that shit going for sure.
I rock with that for sure. For my final question, I want to ask you. Actually, not before that, I wanted to ask you, if you could relive your life, would you change anything?
Like, be the same person, like relive the same.
Like, if there might be a moment.
If I could start over.
Yeah.
Probably get my pops back. That's about it though. Like, all the little L's and decisions and shit I made, nah, I ain't sweating that shit. That shit didn't build me to where I'm at. Yeah. But like, get my pops back or some shit like that.
Nah, real shit.
Change that day.
Yeah. For our final question, I want to ask you, what advice would you give to the younger you?
To the younger me?
Yeah.
Ooh. Stay focused. Stay focused and really I would have told myself, like, stay alone. I ain't gonna lie, like, stay alone for sure.
What you mean by that?
Like I said, you get to fucking with certain people and certain groups of people. Shit go this way, shit go that way. Like, you feel me? Like, I always been into, like, I grew up in a house by myself, basically. Yeah. So, like, I always was, like, to the neck, you feel me? And then I started, like, when I started getting outside all the time, like, on a day-to-day basis, I said, you know, I started fucking with other different groups of people, you feel me? And shit go however it go. Yeah. But yeah, I would have just told myself to stay focused, bruh, and stay to the neck.
Yeah, not real shit. Do you have any final words for the people before you get out of here?
Go stream all this shit that's out. Go stream Positive All You Want. Go stream that Proud of You. That's going crazy. Follow me on Instagram at PoppinForG. Too Heavy, the project coming out July. I don't got a date yet, but be on a very, very, very big lookout for that motherfucker. We going up. Yeah, that's it. Too Heavy.
Hell yeah. G-Pop, Berkeley, California. Dope interview on the way. I appreciate you for pulling up, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
You're locked in with the Innovators. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell.